The ult rounds are going to be the trickiest, and it actually could be right here. Nightfall gained. JAWG, if he gets a kill, has the Yoru ult.
Full util done. Foxy9 squares up. Being challenged, that's the util. The TP forwards, the wall's going to be deaded on top of it. There's two players all the way in, but they're looking left, right, all over the place still. Up and over towards the wall. Leaf was able to pluck Foxy9 out. Ash is in. Trying to flood defend this one side by side with him and Texture. There's a disconnect here. G2 have called for a bit of a pause. Util's flying back and forth. Cutting them up now with the smokes, including the site. It's divided. Both teams looking for a pick.
Doesn't really look like there's a safe opportunity to plant here.
Drone out wide looking for info. G2 with their backs against the wall. GENG have got them cornered.
Karen's actually staying all the way over towards Rubble in case G2 extract themselves, but Valorant and Trent are really committed.
Hard stuck. GENG.
Hey guys, we are doing the watch party.
High-low setup.
How do you work a play here?
I don't even
if
know.
you're G2.
They're waiting for the smoke time is for one. Dropped up, now trying to take the fight. Ash! It's monstrous. Huge performance timing.
Oh, G2 भाई कैसे हार रही GENG? GENG should not lose. GENG should not lose.
This is what we were expecting from them. A bit of a bounce back.
G2 though chose not to invest any of their ultimates. They did have a couple that they had one, the Nightfall, that they could have gone for in that round. But this is what they're saving. This is why they didn't any ultimates yet. It's because when you have such a big be able to close out with ult rounds. And this is one that we're about to watch here. JAWG with the dimensional drift. Jonah P can turn off everybody's audio, allow JAWG to make a play. How are they comboing these, if indeed they are?
I'll handle this.
Sending it now though. Dimensional drift forwards. Salvo's in, breaking blue room, gives him access towards it. It's going to go for the B split. Cheeky idea, Nightfall now.
Oh damn, पता ही नहीं चला उसको.
They cooked it up, they combined it up. The ults getting tremendous value.
And the Taeho getting tremendous value to knock through that door and allow a safe path for JAWG.
Very cool opening idea by G2. They need another layer to this one. Gonna watch for it on top of the box. That's an angle that is hard.
Too good, too good.
Texture is punished for it. Trying to peek past it. Two plays up towards heaven.
वाइपर आपको कैसे खेले वो? Can't play the Viper off.
Finally G2 get around on the board on this half.
It's a tough one for GENG to deal with. It's just straight out of the strat book. Beautiful idea from G2. Gets them one step closer to the finish line. As long as you can convert those kind of rounds, you're not too worried about GENG winning the more neutral ones. It's a beautiful idea. And it also got Trent's ult online if they needed it. Didn't have to use it though, so maybe there's another idea here that Josh RT can cook up for them.
Oh लो mouse pad देखो.
Emphasis placed over towards C.
भाई texture oh भाई texture off is crazy ना crazy भाई. But texture तो मारता ही है. Team is not supporting.
Because when texture has an op, he can be a nightmare to deal with. If they were thinking about setting up some kind of play with the Taeho ult as well, that's no longer available. Entire game plan might have to shift here.
But texture is too good with op. Yeah, texture op एकदम perfect in this planet.
This is a spot that Leaf himself loves to play in.
Yeah, with the wall. Once you can get a quick punish off, they try and jump spot this one. They're going to
Oh, good.
Beautiful work. Astounding stuff from the
कूद गया कि headshot नहीं पड़े.
G2 are just dropping.
Yes, we are fighting back. We are supporting GENG. Let's go.
Once the economy started booming, as you said, they got the op, they got the Odin. Players into
भाई ये तो बहुत short था.
And Texture and Munchkin looking lights out. G2 forced onto another eco round.
We are fighting back. We are fighting back.
And they're going to take a tactical timeout here.
Like the stream if you are supporting GENG. Double tap to the screen for a like. Let's go. GENG ka full support.
Armageddon with the Viper's Pit. And GENG, this is another opportunity for their coaches to try to add input and preempt those kind of game plans.
GENG
Very
good
defense-sided map though so far.
It is. Yeah, game of two halves really. coaches are very good at preempting certain ideas, trying to predict, feed information. Munchkin has definitely highlighted that in press interviews, talking about how good the coaches are, I think, actually setting him up to be a really fantastic IGL, always anticipating your enemy's moves. And they are dragging his forwards one round at a time. Dragging maybe the wrong word for it at this point, because Genji are in full control of this half. With G2, they do only have to get 2, yes, but sometimes
Is it raining?
few rounds can be the hardest to get.
Is
You
it?
might think that G2's composition should be great in the post plant, but it's difficult to get to that spot. You know, Trent usually is not going to be able to save his salvos to just play some kind of cringe post plant setup.
It's not raining anymore. Zomato पे सब बंद क्यों है?
To let their opponents plant. So
Literally
most of the time they're
everything
playing
is
up,
closed.
denying you at the choke points, and Trent's going to get his util forced out early.
Rounds up and over. Flash into his face, still pre-aims out Haunt.
भाई Karen नहीं.
Play by Karen. Leading out a ton of util from these G2 players. Does he have a backup policy?
I mean, he could
Has he got
escape.
exit? It's
Oh, Foxy 9. Bus.
Up and over, still they're cleaned up. And this, against the G2 with not too many guns, upgrades are going to be acquired off of that.
Yeah, Karen didn't want to teleport away because he would have abandoned Foxy 9, and in the end they go 2 for 2. Munchkin gets in to reinforce, but he takes a fight.
He's gone.
Ah, Texture and Ash alone. Viper ults.
Dire straights here for Genji. Pit now swarming out wide. It's a poison that's going to be spreading. Ash trying to go for a bit of random spam, seeing if he can collect these kills, but there we go. Seize and a nade, and Valo is no more. Still the pit remains. Defensive wall is propped up here, and these G2 players are going to try and make the most of it. Ring around the rosies. Operator in your hand. Shooting on top of
Why do you use operator?
Left reeling, left wandering. His hands played it well, trying to pick up some sort of rifle leaf in front of him. It is a game of time.
Why are you picking operator in the Viper ult?
That's incredible precision there from Leaf at the end. Needed to hit that one, because Ash had the read exactly on where he was. That is
Spy, you should have spam.
Wait from the shorty to the off. I can't believe he went for that. But overall, a fumble coming out of the tack timeout that Genji cannot afford. Gets G2 up to map point.
Let's go, Damien.
And that's it. One more round is all it takes, and this is it. The brawl called for. Sees connects to JAWG. Mo attacks out with the operator, and that is not expected.
Genji going home. Nobody can save them.
Gone now. Texture no longer to be the playmaker in this pivotal round for Genji. Map point for G2.
Let's see what FNF has to say.
In the air, Foxy 9 and Munchkin both holding aggressive angles, looking to maybe be the playmaker.
Trying to make something happen for the rest of the team. More for the exit, salvos towards the back. Foxy 9!
Crazy.
Just trying to play and overstay.
Completely flushed out by one salvo there.
This is methodical. It's G2 dissecting the map up now. Armageddon rolls it out. TP into the back from Valorant as well. Full access. Munchkin, he's already rolled away forward, trying to take that timing. Trying to take it.
Oh, Munchkin, God.
If they needed him, he showed up and put up here, and it's a pivot for B. G2 call for the pause, but 30 seconds remaining, and heads are being popped straight through the wall. Damage being done. It's G2 tepid, trying to bait these fights out. It's a triple face in the end, and one player left to do it all. Karon, TP.
They're running A.
Mind games into the mix, expecting potentially the pivot over towards A, but the plan is stuck now. G2 get into this one. Jonah P and Leaf to lock up this map, and one kill is all it takes. Lotus goes G2's way.
Seemed like an inevitability after a 10-2 half. Utterly dominant at the beginning there, G2. But Genji started waking up and getting back into things. Unfortunately, a couple of fumbles.
Munchkin through that map. Okay, with some of the entries, I don't know how many first bloods they had on him. That was a lot of first bloods.
They had a lot of us, but
Oh, never mind. It wasn't that many.
6,
Either
but
way.
Jogomo got 6, right?
This is just horrendous on the attack.
So,
Straight up. They threw so bad. There? Oh yeah, you're right. I don't think spam through the wall.
They threw so bad.
Whose map pick
So
was it?
bad.
This was G2's map pick. Lotus was G2's map pick. Now we have Haven.
But at least
we're gonna
it was the
narrative of the tournament today. All right, I
Alright.
want energy today, guys.
Done.
If you guys want to get hyped, if you guys want to yell at them, whatever you want. 2-0, quick victory. If you guys want to shit talk them back, go ahead and do it. This is your playground today. There's no pressure on us, okay? All the pressure's on them.
Let me show you how the boss does it.
Oh man, I was just getting warmed up.
Spike defused.
Red Bull gives you wings.
I'm playing Clash of Clans, guys. Clash of Clans to the moon. Best game in the world. Still. Don't die. Don't fucking die. Don't fucking die. I'm gonna lose to a town on 14. And my team is gonna ruffle me. Okay, I can still try to win. I should have said, please kill this. Please kill this. Kill this. Yes! Got it. Nah. अरे यार support. I lost A first. I am with GENG. What about you? GENG, why? Full GENG support. Full GENG support. Your chat was hidden behind a screen. Sorry. Full GENG support.
I think mainly I was looking at
Playing Clash of Clans, guys.
I noticed that Genji has a certain style that I feel like we can read ahead and get ahead of the play. So why not just use two info agents in a sense? Not to mention like the util combos that we had, we can just carry that over from our previous meta. But we mainly just took this risk because we felt like we had to. Yeah.
Thank you very much for your time. That was a masterclass. Good luck on map 2.
Hey, and that is exactly what we were saying up here on the desk as well. They needed to throw something at the wall, and well, they ended up throwing the thing that they've always thrown.
Guys, double tap to the screen if you are supporting GENG.
And that, as well as the sum of all of its parts, worked together to get G2 that victory. Let's take a look at our Verizon high-speed moment of the match, and you know you got to give it to the dog. It's Jogamo, who's got just all the plays, Kakuka. This guy was on fire with the op.
And speaking of the changes, of course, the initiators are important, but it also lays down on the comfort that Jogamo was finding back in the Euro. I think that for him, he feels more comfortable with this. He feels like he has the freedom. He reads better and fits better within all of the plans. And I think that just like Josh RT was saying, they knew what they were trying to achieve with this composition. That is why this round's 10-2 on the first half on the defense worked so well, because they had a response to everything that GENG was putting on the table, and it was actually very similar in most of the rounds. And this is the comparison on the first time that he played that Neon, and then today with the Euro. Maybe the numbers are not that crazy out, but I think you can tell from round to round, especially on that defense,
and the results.
How well, yeah, of course. Yeah. How well Jogamo was feeling in that first half.
The biggest thing for the strength of their defense that I think makes the Euro pick so good is those fast rotates with the TP, and once Jaw gets the op in his head. Because if he's starting over towards C, has an A fight going on, he's instantly TPing. He's really aggressive at reposting on those lines. I think it makes their macro on defense way better when he does play on that Euro. But I wanted to talk a little bit about that macro overall, because I think that G2 had a great read on how to play around a lobby. GENG is a team that loves sending the fights there round after round. And G2, they conditioned those early fights. Obviously, they have a Teo double initiator comp. It's going to be good for that. But later in these rounds, they showed a lot of...
भाई बेड पर मैंगो गिरा दिया, छुपा दो दिया, बताओ कैसे साफ करूं? Death incoming. वेट टावल को वेट कर और अच्छे से साफ कर दे, कह दे पानी फैल गया, बस सामने से पानी फैला दे थोड़ा, कुछ नहीं होगा, रिलैक्स कर.
Sure how to react in those moments, because G2 were hitting them fast.
They kind of decided this, right? Like G2 were being very heavy on A. They were fighting for that rebel control. They could have at some point been like, okay, listen, we're gonna lose it for the first half of the round, and then we're going to really re-clear it. But I feel like GENG thought that they could be like one step ahead, and they simply weren't.
Yeah, they were not indeed. G2 as well. It's funny, watching this game, if you took away all of the name told me that the defenders were G2, I would think this was the XLG game again. Like, I don't think G2 was phased at all that the opponent was GENG. The same fast reaction, there's the same confidence from all of these players. The being on the perfectly same page in all those ways, it's the exact same stuff that won them the XLG game, and that's so good to see against an opponent that on paper should be way stronger, should be way scarier than XLG was in Toronto.
Yeah, no, that's a very good note there. But now we're left wondering, what does GENG do to bounce back into it? Thankfully, we have just the person to get on the case. It's Yinsu standing by with the coach of GENG.
I'm now joined by Coach Solo from GENG and Jen to do some translations ahead of map 2. Now, Haven is going to be very important for you, especially having a nice start. So what is the most important thing on that attack side?
감독님, 아무래도 헤이븐 시작부터 좋은 흐름을 만들어가는 게 중요할 것 같은데, 공격 때 어떤 점이 가장 중요할까요?
일단 G2 선수들이 팀워크 부분이 뭐 전략 부분이 이런 거에 좋다 보니까 그 부분을 이길 수 있도록 공격적으로 저희가
Easy 3-star.
I think we have to bring a lot of aggression into our first half, since G2, they have great teamwork and great strats.
Thank you very much, Jen, and thank you, Coach Solo. Good luck.
तो इतना सा इंटरव्यू. Overall, who are you supporting? I'm in Sentinel. परसों का मैच Sentinel versus LG बहुत one-sided. Yeah, bro, they bullied them. I am supporting PaperX. PaperX to the one. I support, यार मेरी favorite team है. I like Fnatic also. Fnatic थोड़ी कम आजकल. I like PaperX. I like G2, and I like this one also, GENG. So I support all three. I am supporting G2 also. I was supporting Team Liquid also, yaar. Nats.
That G2 are having on this Haven.
Texture had a really rough first half, as did the entire team on map 1. But he bounced back, had some big moments to win that bonus, make the map look at least a little bit more competitive. And you must look to him going into Haven. They've beaten MIBR and Fnatic on this map at this tournament already. And in both those games, Texture's Neon was one of the biggest reasons. I would argue that this might be his best map with that Neon. On the attack side, his dives are on point. On defense, when he has the AWP, it helps them out in the way they call so much. He's a beast here.
How do you stop him then if he's going to run roughshod all over you with that Neon?
I honestly think G2, again, just on their attack side, slow things down a little bit. This is a map where they have a lot of good initiator utility to play into those re-clears with that fade and with that Yoru to work in conjunction. You just cannot go in too quickly to anywhere he might be, because he's so willing to disrespect you and walk down on the extremities.
I think that a good job that G2 have been making in measuring the distances that they're given and how much they're investing, not only in utility-wise, but also the bodies that they're putting onto side. We saw it yesterday. I think it works very, very well. And again, to me, is the layers that are going to be stopping Texture on the other side. That Vice, Leaf, playing there with the performance that he had yesterday, he's going to have an easy time, at least in my opinion, replicating that.
Here we go. What's up?
Hoping to see more from the rookies here for Gen G. Obviously,
without a doubt.
Texture started on a rough map, but both Ash and Foxy9, not really a rookie in his book, but still, I think has to prove himself globally. Those two guys were paramount in Gen G, making it this far already. They need to be themselves.
PVR Sen is also incoming. हाँ ना वो उसी वही तो देखना है. Paper X versus Sen. अब पहले तो Fnatic को हराना पड़ेगा ना. Fnatic is not an easy team, bro. Kayak is playing crazy.
But yeah, I mean, my eyes immediately could get drawn to Texture and that Neon. And also, I'm curious to see, as we had mentioned previously, how those rookies are going to...
Bye. A fully 3-star.
Your tournament is done. You're out of here.
Yeah, exactly. So in this case, I would be more looking at Munchkin and Valin. We heard a very good speech coming in from Valin. The pressure is on Gen G. There's the ones that have been performing, and everything could be done in a matter of 2 days for them. Right now, with all the momentum that G2 had over that Lotus, where, let's be honest, they dominated Gen G, they have all the ingredients to put this in 2-0 fashion. And also looking at them, again, starting from the defense, I expect to see more of the same that we saw in the first map. Jogamo, if they start snowballing, just getting in that operator early and having a lot of impact on the team.
Well, Gen G is in a spot that we did not think possible. They're facing elimination. They have to force a map 3 Toronto. Let's get some energy as we send it over to your casters, Brent and Sideshow.
Exactly right. It's all on the line. Gen G, they have the home territory of Haven, their own map pick, but are up against a G2 squad that are raring to go. Valin in rare form himself as well, getting morale up for the troops. They want to take this one. They want to take this one cleanly.
I love the fact that Valin said we want to change the narrative here today, because I do think the narrative has shifted massively. Coming into this tournament, G2 were the de facto #1 seed. If you asked anybody who the most sensible...
Back in the days when CC I used to play 9 Down Not, still proud of it. Bro, I was a famous streamer. Deep Clash of Clans was me.
Paranoia onto Valin, taking a bit of damage there.
Yeah. Just near-sighted for a little bit. Stepping back.
By Jonah P is already 1 HP. Easy win.
Control. A short, a long, Gen G have it. Waiting for their time to strike.
Munchkin walking up, clearing Trent's position.
Oh my goodness!
Going for the right click.
Yeah.
That's devious.
And heads up as well, just to really be diligent clearing that angle.
That looks like anti to me, because Trent was holding that position a ton.
A lot.
Now, JAWG is containing them in spawn. So G2 can still keep 3 players on A and be very confident about this.
We'll see if it's Gen G to get put into the blender through the smoke. In through short, double up with a crossfire. There's a lot that needs to be dealt with. Util flying forwards, and so are the bullets. Gen G are not going to be denied this chance. Grabbing access to the A site, grabbing a plan indeed, and Jorgamo, despite the incredible form he's been in, this would have to be an absolute world-class miracle. He's brought it into 1v3, but they know his location. And Texture is even wrapping behind.
Leave them, yeah.
Double up here, a lot to clear if your JAWG flash overhead. It's going to signal that things are come, and Jorgamo is going to be dropped. Pistol round win for Gen G is a fantastic beginning. They needed this.
Yeah, I think it's a particularly good beginning because it showcases an awareness of how G2 have been playing this map, despite the fact that we've barely seen G2 play with this composition. This is a brand new comp that they've only brought out here for Toronto, and yet GENG already is super aware that they want to be fighting tight crossfires.
Guys, attacking.
Putting a lot of focus
Attacking
on the
Clash of Clans.
backside behind
Wait.
default positions. They knew that Trent was going to tuck up close, and then I think it was
कुछ तो मैं
Jonah
misspell
exactly
कर
the
दे
same,
रहा हूँ.
and both times GENG were aware. Already anticipating an eco round play where
भाई texture ने Phantom लिया है. One Guardian.
slide across.
Foxy and Munchkin is playing with Ghost and Caron again with Guardian.
GENG actually doing a bit of disrespect here too. Munchkin and Foxy9 only bringing pistols into this round, which against a team that can
Well, Jonah P is pushing. Munchkin got one, bro.
That deep A lobby control.
No.
G2 are walking all the way up, but it was watched for.
Yeah, I mean Munchkin's just spamming into the smoke, isn't it?
Yeah. Jonah P.
Oh! Oh!
Facing the end. There's too much to overcome, so
They will take the Ash. Hey, he can run, right?
Started to get a bit of a move on. Leaf looking for a timing of his own. Rooted into the back of the site, trying to take a time and pass his util. He's just spotted the bodies out, but Foxy9 will be the savior.
Not that hard. They bought. Oh. Why? They got what the guns they got, so
See
yeah.
who wants to build up their ultimate. I mean, prioritizing Foxy9 potentially here would be a good idea. He's already got the pistol in hand as well, so he could go and chase this, see if he can grab another one. GENG with a very clean start to this map, and that's exactly what they needed. They just went down so early, almost without a fight at the start of Lotus. But we saw them start to get back into the game, and they do feel like they are at least shooting back, sharp, not willing to go out of the tournament in easy fashion. Nobody chasing as well, looking for this kill onto Valen. So an ult orb denied. But GENG, they keep the 3 rifles that they bought into this round, and they're going to be able to buy up 2 more, so, or at least 1 more. So this is going to be a pretty dangerous bonus round here that you've got to imagine the GENG coaches have got a specific game plan for.
Hefty purchase for them.
GENG love doing kind of fake pressure. Take Garage early on and allow Munchkin to be the playmaker. His lurks through A are diabolically good.
Going to be another face in mid. JAWG is going to be at least meeting them, 2 of them facing, and are they going to be expecting this? They didn't see it in the last round. Here it is, glide to the side, taking that fight out.
Oh!
Only the one.
He does well to get one.
One is good. They're playing bonus, but they have guns, but just.
Munchkin disrespecting, taking liberties. It's a core part of the way that GENG play, is making sure that Munchkin can get those lurks off.
He's found this timing, hasn't he? Trent is jiggle peeking the angle, thinking that he's got information. If anybody was to cross short, he doesn't realize that Munchkin's already here.
Yeah, now the IGL calling for the team to get into position. The Prowler's good. Connection there. Trent with a jump spot. Gets the info he was looking for. Now there's 3 players of G2 here. They could put up a stand, but instead grouping up for the re-clearance.
G2 with a nice read. Recognizing the Munchkin's over here, and it's been quiet on the rest of the map, but they're playing B and C for full retake.
Paladin connect. Leaf has been inserted.
Leaf का important game है.
That's a critical one. We've cleared up A short now. A lot of the bite out of this A hit is going to be removed, and Snake bites.
Why? Snake bites me, you have to hit only body. There's no reason you can have hold it.
His hand there. GENG
Could have hold it, right?
starting to realize that G2 have been stacking A really heavily and very quickly in these rounds. Despite the fact that GENG came away with the win on the pistol, everybody from G2 was there.
28 seconds, roughly. It's ticking down now at this point, 20 to work with. He's the side that they're going to be looking towards. Still, it's a 2v4. That means risky business here for GENG. They're going to have to put the guns and bodies on the line, I think, to try and stand a chance for this one. The Horns barely broken. Ash is going to be connected, rooted down into the spot, but no one's watching! Oh my!
Got to. Oh! Foxy9 had to clutch.
Got dangerous there for a moment, though, didn't it? An opportunity for GENG to win. G2 maintaining composure and dealing with that final player. Only 2 rifles survived that, though. It's a cool idea that we're seeing. But I do think Munchkin's a smart enough player to realize that G2 are putting massive focus on this A stack and A defense. They're not playing A for retake. in any of these rounds.
And a heavy premium on re-clearing A short.
Yeah, so I would imagine you do a little bit of A pressure, and Munchkin's going to be smart enough to realize that's opening up B and C massively. This time, though, looking like they want to pressure Garage early on.
A new beginning. Viper Wall is just one more element to really try and get past here. Deep Haunt.
यार ऐसा अच्छा नहीं लग रहा.
Alongside the flash.
थोड़ा सा एंगल इधर कर देता हूँ.
Put up the Viper Wall, flash right through it. See if you can catch people as they're about to enter Garage. But
ठीक है.
Genji had a passive start to this round.
Yeah, patient.
Very cautious.
और उधर कर लेते हैं.
They've done their research and
अरे यार.
Yeah, super possible.
थोड़ा
And Ash still has this drone.
और ऊपर कर लेते हैं.
Great tool for setting up texture for this opening kill.
Valen. They'll look to try and put a stop to this one. A lot of pressure into Garage. Wall still up and Jogamo walkabouts once more.
Comfortable हो जाना चाहिए थोड़ा. By texture ज़्यादा करता है. He thinks कि उसको सब कुछ अपने सर पे लेना है.
Control of the wall in that spot, and that means the go button called for. GENG and forwards. Trent not accounted for. Still onto the high ground. Caron sets himself up and sets his team up nicely, but the snake bite is going to be putting a pause to the plans. GENG have got to get a few more bodies in here because G2 have them surrounded. Still that high ground angle. Caron getting amazing value, but here's G2 from all sides of things. They come out swinging. Foxy9 in a 1v2. Damage done to Jonah P. A bullet to the chest will do him in. The spike is retrievable, but only 14 seconds to work with the time pressure. He's going to have to commit to the B plant. Jonah P isolated, but the timing gets the worst of it. Jonah P gives him a bullet to the temple.
I really like the way that G2 have changed around their compositions. We didn't talk about it too much, but on Lotus, it was a massive change of comp that I think led to that dominant first half. And here, though it's not specifically against GENG that they've altered this composition, it has changed the way they've played a lot. I mean, they're no longer playing, they're playing a flood, just a ton more. The snakebite there to put pressure onto the plant, and
We
then
won.
they're in, trading out.
Sentinels match यार ये बंद करो. नहीं देखना है.
Back in behind him, grabs two. G2 are applying a lot of pressure onto GENG as they're trying to get the spike down.
Spam offered up on either way. Trent gets the better of it. GENG going to be grouping up now. Is the weaker buy for them.
And after a pretty good start to this map, this is where perhaps
आज रैंक अप मैच Ascendent 3 में 3 बार डॉज हो गया, so मैंने नहीं क्यों किया cause game is warning me to. Bro, that's a good call. That's a good call. You should not push. कोई क्योंकि फिर फोर्स मैच करेगा Valorant Riot Games आपकी, कोई ना कोई एक चूतिया आ जाएगा, मैच हार दोगे, नहीं होगा. और एक बार आप रैंक अप मैच मिस करो, you will be reaching directly to Diamond 3. You know the nation works. So good call, good call. एक ऑल्ट अकाउंट बनाओ जो डायमंड 1 में हो, वो खेलो बैठ के. भैंचो लीफ क्या कर रहा है? ये देखो, जॉगमो की पोजी देखो. Not even a chance.
GENG are getting dismantled here.
Playing too good, yaar. Playing too good. Playing too good.
Problem necessarily in this round, but GENG just got funneled into Garage. Leaf was happy to give it up. Trent actually, after getting this kill, he re-cleared A long with a horn.
We can do one thing.
Down there, and Jogmo's got full info down C long, so they know that all 5 players are coming to Garage. I mean, maybe there could be like one B lurk, but apart from that, they know 100% where everyone is. The macro game is getting dominated right now by G2.
It's how you have to play against a team like GENG. When they do play so lurk heavy with a Viper comp as well, Munchkin loves to take those timings. So you're seeing the game plan. G2, all the emphasis being placed on re-clearing, information gathering, deep positions that they can place players into to make the calling that much easier. Looking towards Garage. Shock dart, there were no thorns there to receive this.
If you've done your homework, and you know that Leaf has this flash here, I mean, they've literally heard it. So you know that there's a period of time now where they're not going to be able to flash to re-clear information in Garage. So if you can go and take it, G2 have got to be worried about it. So now the smoke comes up. Now G2 have got to be a little bit concerned. And This really is where Munchkin could try to activate on his A lurk. He's just dodged a Prowler.
There's pressure on his shoulders.
Munchkin doesn't have to die. Munchkin dies, they lost this round. If Munchkin died, they lost this round. Oh, haunted. They're gonna bully him. They're gonna bully him. They're gonna bully him.
They've got such great
They know he's
game plans for
lurking.
dealing with this. They know exactly how GENG are playing.
And they're just drawing the blood out of these GENG.
They have seen the match. They have seen the old matches and they know Munchkin lurks. So as soon as they see Munchkin, they are trying to get him.
30 seconds left.
And they look a little lost.
Yeah.
I mean, what is the game plan here? It's just probably gonna end up being a save. They don't even look like they want to go for it. They are losing massively in terms of the macro game here.
10 seconds left.
They've put so much emphasis for months now, actually, with different variations of these compositions, on Munchkin being able to crack open A on his own. And G2 are hyper aware of it. They know that Munchkin has to take timings based on Trent's utility. He can't walk into a Prowler or a Horn, so he has to be trying to take the timings between those pieces of util. And then they're so ready for it.
Yeah.
JAWG pushing up short, catching him on the backstab as he has to retreat after the Haunt is thrown. And really, GENG's game plan there was to go and try to put pressure Garage and force G2 to re-clear it. And then, all right, you know that there's 2-3 people from G2 re-clearing Garage. They didn't even bother.
No.
They were just happy to give it up because they knew exactly what was happening. They knew it was fake. Brutal how much currently Valen is inside Munchkin's head. And the GENG coach is forced to take this tactical timeout to redress the massive gap at the moment that's burgeoning.
It's a 2-round lead for now, but you've got to get that fire back, that passion in your bellies to know that you're capable of going a distance and going far. Even against a team like G2, you need game plans to do it for now. Getting outplayed, as we've already mentioned.
And you might think, all right, well, what about if you just do something fast? What about a fast C pop or a B pop? The problem is you might run into the Vice wall.
Yeah.
You don't know where it is. There's 3 good spots for the Vice wall. If it's going to be either at C main, it's going to be in the middle of Garage, or it's going to be at the front of B. And you can't afford to run into it. Because if you do, that's probably a fast round just getting melted. And then if you try to go quick over towards A, well, that's where G2 are playing usually 3 bodies. And you're running into kind of potentially a snake bite or a seize or, you know, something that's going to lock you in the choke. So it's really tough to increase the tempo.
It's going to get even harder. Jonah P. That's a pit earned up, lays this one down over towards C.
And you can see in this round that that Vice wall is in Garage. So a flash, trying to keep GENG honest.
Deeper position.
They are going to walk up though and at least be able to bait the wall out this time.
Drone is here, they finally spot it. The wall's just trying to get baited out, a bit of jump spotting for it. Thorns are deaded.
So now you could back up and go into a B exec because you know the Vice wall isn't there. There is a little bit of freedom now for GENG, but C is tough with Jonah P's ult.
Still, Jonah P's now worried about his back because they've put that pressure into Garage, they removed the util, and GENG looking in a different direction.
Recon back in 2.
Yeah, grouping up now for the pop. We're going to see it happen. Texture, it's going to be the tip of the spear. No players anchoring on site for G2. All up and over. Stun through main.
Last time G2
nice
flooded,
one.
they didn't play a set retake, they were ready to fight. This time though, they don't really
Nice
play
one,
as a
ना?
position.
उसने बॉल करी उसने अपना वो डाला.
For G2 if they want to try and play this one in the retake, and here's the first one, Dimensional Drift. JAWG is going to be getting information. Spots it out into the smoke, trying to body block Texture. It's going to be cladded there, at least with the Nightfall. It's going to be scattering forwards. Karen.
Oh, Karen, nice section. Oh, no, 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 no.
Sover ult.
Leaf sticking, Sover only to get value is half onto the defuse already, and Trent is taken out. Munchkin delivering a death blow. 2 for it. Leaf has earned himself win cons potentially, but time is ticking in a 1v3. Good luck to you. Up onto the edge. Doesn't stick it. He's looking for the fight. And
Viper Orb is difficult to handle. Viper Orb is good.
A good round there coming out of the tactical timeout for GENG. They were forced to call an audible after they ran into the Vice wall in Garage. I don't think that would have been the initial game plan that the coaches called, but a nice adaptation from Munchkin. And Karen here, I think he was just ulting to try to escape away from that dimensional drift. It was a Yoru ult paranoia play that G2 were trying to cook up on the retake, and he ends up kind of evacuating and catching somebody. That's a big one, an important one for GENG. But now Jorgamo with an operator, and he was doing nasty, nasty stuff on Lotus.
Yeah, phenomenal work. Has to take the timing a bit more passive though, because Texture lays down.
No!
Clearance in for a short, deals with him. Shorty in the back pocket.
And then set up by Fade Utility to re-clear and get onto an angle.
Posted back up, trying to take that.
Oh, Foxy9.
This should be the side
Nice.
cracked open.
Enormous impact kill from Foxy9 on the entry. And they have Munchkin's ult to be able to work with.
Viper's Pit even being committed. Thorns to tangle them up. Leaf wants to try and take this fight forwards.
Why they're fighting with pistol?
Even expecting where Karen could be, Leaf is just absolutely monstrous. Munchkin still alive. Pit will remain, but for how much longer? Not at all.
Not at all. Why they're fighting? Go in the pit. Give them space. Get your guns.
And yet Leaf, constant thorn in the side, rips away all of the weaponry and charges through like a bull in a china shop.
भाई शॉर्ट ही से 3 किल मिलना है भाई.
They are trying to rewrite the narrative today and get back to when people were putting not just respect but fear on the G2 name.
Yeah, a team that you do not want to run into at any stage of the tournament.
Karen's come into this round with just a ghost. They're half buying even though 4 of them have weapons. That's weird.
It is weird. They have money still. It's an odd situation to be in. Could buy for the next round.
अबे यार लीफ फूट देगा अब.
They're just struggling to deal with
Upset यार. Upset तो नहीं, G2 is a crazy team. Nice Munchkin. इसकी तो फाड़ देंगे अब.
The drone even spotting it off into the corner. Leaf will have to get the hell out of there. Munchkin walking around. Even Trent himself.
Munchkin OP. Munchkin OP. A clear. They are running A. They are running A's. Fuck A.
The spike dropped in window.
What is occurring there?
Ash in a really exposed position, and that's going to slow everything down, but I don't think G2 are going to have the timing to be able to get back into A before the plant comes down. Problem is, Leaf's just really far back.
4v3. Just walking straight into
Oh, swap out करा था उसने.
G2 feeling the ire of it. Texture. It's no slouch.
He almost missed the timing, but hits the quick scope.
The P's in though. Past this one. A lot of angles to account for though. He needs some backup from Leaf, and they go for the 3-2-1 swing. Good movement from Karen. Almost went wrong for them. But he offset the aim of Joe.
Good one, good one. Munchkin, पर यार hero plays पे round निकलना है. It is not good. It should not be like. It should not be done on hero plays. It should be done on team performance.
With the spike ticking in the way that it is, yeah, he has to give this one up finally. GENG.
Munchkin अगर वो मारता नहीं operator को मर जाता, they would have lost the round. It should not be hero plays.
He hit a blinder of a shot onto Jorgamo, and to be fair, Jorg does miss, even though that's the exact fight that Jorg was looking for. So, you know, crosshair placement's not perfect. He's on a bit of an open spot here. He misses one operator shot, and that's the only opening that Munchkin needs. Trent hoping that Munchkin wasn't taking the fastest timing in the world. And Josh RT, by the look of it, expects perfection, because despite the fact that GENG still look like they're struggling to get into this game, G2 have taken attack time out here. Already looking to make changes and mix things up with 3 rounds left to play in this half.
Feel how important those last remaining rounds really are. GENG just trailing ever so slightly. But respect on their name. They can catch up. They can put up the numbers, and they can put you all the way down to that 3rd map. That's what they're hoping for here, and that's why, as you said, Josh RT calling that timeout, hitting the button.
And I think one of the things he might be mentioning here is that Munchkin is conditioned to play quite slowly on the lurk. Now, I did just say that he took a fast timing, but that was after he'd already killed Jorg.
Yeah.
Right? At the beginning of the rounds, he's going to be playing fairly passively in A lobby because he's respecting the fact that Jorg could be there with a shorty, Trent could be throwing prowlers and stuff like that. So, G2 might not have to worry so much about A at the very beginning of the rounds, and they're actually swapping Leaf over to defend that. So it will be a more passive setup on the A site. Josh calling a pretty big pivot And there is potential for that same flash horn
Yeah.
set play. Because GENG taking a bit of garage control early.
Yeah, just trying to force out where the util was. And we know that Leaf has set up shop in a different place.
Already, though, that Prowler is going to tell them that something's different.
Yeah.
If Trent is over on garage, where is the Vice? And also, who's defending A? These are the kind of questions that Munchkin's going to be thinking.
Karon's position holding anti-flash just in case G2 go for that fast play. The Haunt and the flash, of course, the Haunt used prior. Sees as the drone is going to be clearing most of the way. That's a tag through.
Mugged.
Got to respect that. Trent
Still
back away,
mugged.
could get wall banged.
Yeah, that's pretty big. I'm wondering if they're going to lead with Foxy9's ultimate, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like they're going to pop.
If they're going to be, they're going to be troubled. I think Jogamo is tucked close to the corner. Nice and tight.
Only one. Easy. Good trades. We got this. Caron has the game.
Here it is. Lockdown going to be used. After the fact here, G2. Do you take this one fast or do you wait?
Caron fight, Caron die.
You got to respect it.
On the clock. Leaf's taking pot shots, hoping that he can potentially get a kill or two.
Oh, Valen using his ult to dodge it. Is he going to cancel that one? Oh, he got detained.
Maybe missed the timing on it.
Yeah, he missed the timing on that one quite badly.
And through the back though, they knew that position was accounted for, so Caron's going to be taken out. Still a 3v3 G2. Making a move on now. Time's ticking.
Nice, Ash. Good one. Are 9-8 Trent. Easy. Oh, nice one. Good one, Ash. Good round, Ash. That Sova kill was needed.
From GENG. Looked like they were down and out at one point after they got a good start on the pistol. But a couple of these rounds, the set plays, garage control into the B exec has been working. That's been the thing that's been getting them the most
no
of these rounds.
clutch.
The B exec. And it allows them to play these off-site post plants that are pretty drilled. Munchkin sat all the way back. Player in Cubby. Ash deserves credit in that round as well for hitting some really important shots, including the trade onto JAWG. And G2, their economy is finally shot.
GENG roaring in those replays. You can see how much this meant for them. Jogamo. Walkabouts through mid. Well, I'm not going to be broken. It's going to be signaling that there is that deep push going. And what's the reaction from GENG? They want to go fast. They're going to be contending with all that Vice util. Well, not anymore. Leaf's gone. All going to be quite useless onto the side here. Another timing to be taken by Jogamo. He's inside the smoke, and he might be inside their heads. Going forward, trying to reset that one. It's a flood attempt. G2 already in through the back and clearing. Out
Oh!
They're just ridiculous on these eco rounds. JAWG pulled all of the pressure towards him, and Foxy9's got it all to do.
That rifle still snaps towards it. Has the angle.
Oh, Foxy George.
Jonah P doesn't know where he is. Tap trying to bring him out into the open. But the timing miss once more.
Man, even Radiants have bad days. Those pro players are already decent.
He almost managed it.
It's their job. They're almost best in the world in this domain. Okay, you have to consider that fact. That's why they are pro.
Just to pull eyes. Look at that. That's a free kill for Valen as he runs back in onto Munchkin, who's spamming.
They grind their ass off, bro. If you are Radiant even, and you are not even nearer to these players. They're far better, man. Far.
Lot of spam, lot of pressure. GENG trying to clear. Bit of garage control. The setup has adjusted once more for G2, but it's the final round. This first half.
यार उनका मैच आई एम सो टायर्ड उनका सेंटिनल्स का मैच आते थे आई विल बी वेरी टायर्ड
Wondering whether G2 are actually ready for that. I mean, the vice wall has changed. We now have a vice wall over towards the front of B. And GENG haven't really been threatening front B and trying to bait that out. It's a tough one because you need to be smoking both sides before you bait it.
Down to the minute mark. Drone re-clearance. If they're tracking the money, they're going to know that Jogamo has that operator available if he chooses to invest into it, which he has. He's got control of C long. Trent gets acknowledgement from the Prowler.
10 seconds until a haunt as well.
Pressure in through garage. That's a kill onto Leaf, and that might just change the game plan entirely. They were looking to go in a different direction. Jogamo
What a shot.
gives them second thoughts. pins Munchkin to the wall. That one they still want to go forwards, and now moving into Peters. 25 seconds left into this round.
But no Vice Wall.
Moving forwards now. The stun onto the left side. Holding your ground down, Jonah P! Wrangles control.
Not even traded.
And the dreams and hopes of Gen G are scattered to the wind here.
Hey, Jonah P. Not even fucking traded, bro.
And a beautiful opener, but the 3 kills in the middle from the hometown hero, who's at the top of the scoreboard for G2. And Valin has inspired this team to feel like they are accessing that underdog mentality again. It's a slim lead at the half for G2, but the game plans have all been working well.
I don't really like committing to things. I'm scared. But when Verizon announced that I could lock in a low price for 3 years, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Can you hear me now?
Old school.
Here we are, Gen G, the ones staring down the barrel of defeat. And all the pressure on the shoulders of Munchkin as an IGL to try and come up with the goods, a pistol round idea, a strategy to make it potentially even, to just hold on, I think, to their hopes of making a difference. The Coinbase Econ report, you can see the numbers relatively even as things go, but this is a game that is tenuous here. G2 are in the driving seat. Gen G, the ones that need to put up
The flick that Euro from Rito's yeah, bro.
They were the team that said they would win 2-0 today. I mean, some of that's bluff and bluster, obviously. I mean, they're down to talk some smack, but also that was what happened the last time these two teams faced. Despite the fact that G2,
I am tired, guys.
you could have argued were favored at Shanghai.
I'm gonna crash out.
I think a pretty even game.
I don't have any
Gen G potentially on the chopping
power to stream anymore or to watch. I'm gonna lie down in my bed. Or probably watch it on my phone. Or watch the highlight tomorrow. My brain is not working, guys. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate the factory Taylor you be staying here. But I'm done. I had a long day in office. I can't sit more.
Every half, even this one, that was fairly competitive, was stop and start.
Yep. Yeah, done. Thank you, guys. Thank you for coming. I'm gonna crash. Good night. Good night, everyone. Good night. Take care of yourself. Good night.